guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to do another appalling or appealing food item. This time we have something a little bit more gourmet. I have these 3 different chocolates and I got them in the little packages so I can try out all 3. One is lemongrass, the second is roses, and the third is passionfruit. And they're from a company called Pacari. They're made in Ecuador and at least 2 of them are 60% cocoa content. Okay, so let's dig into the 3. I'm going to start with the passion fruit, then go to the lemongrass, and then go to the roses, because if they're as strong as they should be, I think the rose is going to overpower everything, and I want to make sure that everything has its chance to shine. So I'm going to start with the passion fruit one. And by the way, the passion fruit one won a chocolate award in 2015. It won America's Silver for chocolates, and I'm not familiar with that award, but it's on there, so now we know. And here we go. Ready? I don't like the quality of this particular chocolate. It's kind of, I don't want to say it's grainy because that would be over exaggerating, but it's definitely not as smooth as I like. I like my dark chocolate to be as smooth as my milk chocolate. And my favorite brand of chocolate manages to do that. It's somewhere between 55 and 60%, and it's really smooth and creamy, but it's like legit dark chocolate. So that's my gold standard, and everything that I compare in the dark chocolate world is going to compare to that. This doesn't compare. This is leaning towards slightly grainy chocolate, and so the chocolate itself didn't do it for me, and I didn't really get a sense of the passion fruit. I think it gets buried in under the chocolate notes. I would have been really impressed if I could taste it. It's there. It's not that it tastes like dark chocolate. There's definitely something there that could be described as a fruity note. But I think if you're madly in love with passion fruit and you're looking for something that tastes like passion fruit, then I don't think this will necessarily do it for you. The second one is the lemongrass. All right, and hopefully I'll like this one better because this is the one that I was most excited about because it's in that citrus family. So here goes. Okay, that's interesting. So even though it's probably the same chocolate all the way around, this lemongrass one actually felt like the quality of chocolate felt a little bit better to me, or maybe it was just a better pairing. The lemongrass you did not taste until the very end, and then when you finally got it, it wasn't so much a lemony flavor, but it was like the herby note that you get from lemongrass. There's like a lemony hit and an herby hit, and you got kind of the herby hit at the end. Okay, so I personally didn't care for that one either. I thought the chocolate was a better quality than it was in the passion fruit. So maybe if I was in the mood for a piece of chocolate, I would maybe finish that one over the passion fruit one, which I would totally skip. Now I'm going to try the rose one, and I will just give a disclaimer. The rose one is the one I was least excited about. I'm not really a fan of floral flavored things, especially rose flavor. If it's like orange blossom or something to that effect, I could be madly in love with it. Rose, it's really rare, but 2 of my favorite things I've come across in my foodie adventures have had roses in them, and they were amazing because the person who was cooking them or who put them together really knew what they were doing. And for me, that's the most exciting thing, is if you could take an ingredient that I strongly dislike or even straight up hate, and you could do something with it that makes me want to eat it, like that is the best kind of food find there is. So you never know, maybe this one works, but just kind of letting you know that the chances of me loving this are pretty slim. But I will gauge it based on quality and not my dislike for the rose flavor. Okay, here goes. Okay, so I kind of feel like, I don't know if it's because it was well done and it truly tasted like roses from beginning to end, and it just felt like it was better done, or if the quality of the chocolate really was better. But I actually enjoy the quality of the chocolate in this one better than the other 2. It definitely wasn't as grainy as the first one. Not as smooth as I would like, but it feels like a legit dark chocolate. The rose flavor, you got it right away. You get it straight through the end. I can still taste it, so I was definitely right to eat this one last because I would not have been able to gauge the other two flavors if I had eaten this first. If you're a fan of that rose flavor, I think you're going to madly be in love with this because it is spot on, legit rose flavors. Like, it must have actual roses in it because it doesn't have that. I've had dishes that have like rose essence, and sometimes it just tastes like soap. Like, it's no different than the smell that you get from a bar of hand soap, if that makes sense. But this tastes like actual authentic roses. So if you like that, there's a good chance that you're really going to like this particular one. Again, I still don't think the chocolate itself is the quality of chocolate that I look for. I can't be like, oh, this is just great chocolate, and then find the flavor you like. You're gonna like it no matter what, because I don't really care for the chocolate part. But the rose was really well done, and that's a lot coming from me because I really do not like rose flavored things. And I have to say that this one, even though I just told you I do not like rose flavor, this one is the one that if I was in the mood for something unusual and different, I would eat this. I will finish this one, in spite of my dislike for this flavor. And this is one I would absolutely share with a friend. My big takeaway from all this is that the one that was my least favorite, which is the rose one, that I was least excited about and that I really generally don't care for, was hands down my favorite. It's the one of the three that I will actually finish. And this is one that if I had a friend who was a foodie friend and liked unusual things, which most of my foodie friends want to try the really unusual, different kind of things, I would absolutely want them to try this one. I would warn them, if you're not into florals, it's going to taste like a floral. But I'd still have them try it because it's very well done. It's paired beautifully. It tastes authentic. The roses taste like authentic roses, and that's way more than saying, okay, it's organic, because you could have organic rose essence and it still might not taste right even though it's organic. This tastes legit, and I'm actually surprised that you can't see rose petals in it. I think that's the only thing that could have made this like more spot on, is if it had actual petals in it so that you get that texture. So that was my latest amazing or appalling video. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel. It's really easy to do and it doesn't cost anything. All you have to do is look below the screen right here and there'll be a red subscribe button and you just click on it. There's also a bell next to the subscribe button, and if you click on that bell, it'll alert you every single time I post a video. The subscribe button will kind of alert you, I think, kind of most of the time, but the bell is kind of the way to go if you are wanting to stay on top of the videos, which I like to do for the people I subscribe to, but that is your choice. At any rate, I enjoyed spending time with you, and I look forward to spending more time with you. I will be posting videos regularly on Fridays and Saturdays, and bonus content when I have it throughout the week. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Have a great day, and take care.